Greetings and welcome to Snadragon, people of the earth. My name is Michael Veloff. I go by the writer's name of Dr. Agnew T. Goldwater Pickens the 17th. The T, of course, stands for Goldwater. I have written in my blog about my adopted father, Ray, who lives in West Huckabuck. It's an undisclosed location. I've known him since the mid-'80s, maybe late '80s. He adopted me when my father died in 1996. We went on the last road trip together in 1992 in my Dodge Delta 88. Went to visit his aunt down in South Bloomingville, Ohio, with his beloved pit bull, Duke, a smart dog. Ray lost his dog in the late 90s. I lost my mind in the mid 90s. I'm still looking for it. I have not been able to get Ray to leave his, well, you could call it 2 rooms. It's not exactly 2 rooms, but it's a shack in West Huckabuck, Ohio. I am not giving his location. Ray is a proud man from a proud family that is dirt poor. But Ray said he wanted to go on a road trip, and I am headed down to Georgia to visit my friend Manveer Flesher, Manveer Singh, Sean Flesher. He is a musician, and I write lyrics for him. And my cousin Animal, and that's another story entirely. My cousin Animal has to work at a juice bar in Newcastle, Ohio during hunting season. He was supposed to go down with me, but this is a big time of the year for them. You might have seen them featured on 10 TV News. Their strippers were protesting a church that had been protesting them for 6 years. That is another story entirely. What we have here is a hermit, Ray, who adopted me in 1996 after my father died, after I was processed, well, into the system. And he says he wants to go on a road trip, and it took me 5 years to get him a birth certificate. He has that now. I'm not even going to discuss the details of how I arranged that. Lives in a 2-room shack in West Huckabuck, north of the soy processing plant, and he wants to go on a road trip. And I said, we're not going to take just a day trip. We haven't been out since 1992. When we went with Duke, God rest his soul. Ray was never the same after he lost Duke, you understand. And now he is on the verge of getting his state ID. And we're going on a road trip if I can raise enough funds for Ray. And you're just going to have to take my word for it. You can look at my blog about some of the stories about Huckabuck, and I'll tell you what, GoFundMe, if they don't like me putting down this kind of information. It's agnewpickens.com. I've posted some of my flash fiction about my experiences in, well, it's all Huckabuck. We're all in Huckabuck. agnewpickens.com if you want to know how long I've been dealing with the folks there in that lovely part of Ohio. And Ray says that he would go down to Georgia with me, but all of his money goes for his electric heating, pet food bills, which he not only has his animals that live inside his 2-room shack, which has no plumbing, 2-room shack. He's down to 3 inside animals, but he still takes care of a colony of wandering cats outside, and he wants to go on a road trip, but he will not have any wherewithal. And I myself, if I had the wherewithal, I would give him some cash. I do not have the wherewithal. I have enough to get myself down there. I don't like traveling alone. I will if I have to. It's just my nature. But I am going to go down to Georgia, and if you can kick anything in for a hermit from West Huckabuck who has not taken a road trip with me since 1992, 6 years before Duke, and Duke is an entirely different story. I have received so much inspiration from Huckabuck. You can see it on my SoundCloud, Agnew T. Pickens on SoundCloud. I have my blog. I haven't been posting a lot lately since I've been moderating a political party group on Google+. But this is all true, and I don't care if you believe it or not, but I am asking for enough cash so that Ray will leave his little hermit hut in Huckabuck, Ohio, to come down to Georgia. And we are leaving the week of December 8th. This is going to be a short promotion. Do not overdonate. For one thing, Ray likes his bottle of Kessler's whiskey, and I don't want him spending all his money on liquor. And if you give him too much money, it's liable to go there. He has, well, I'm sure he has other vices that I could describe, but that is his vice. He likes his bottle of whiskey, and he will drain it to the bottom, and I don't want him dying on me. If you overdonate to just a simple little cause, enough spending money to get my legendary father, Ray, from West Huckabuck down to Roswell Area 19. And that is an undisclosed location, but we are taking my minivan, which is roadworthy, has new tires, new brakes. We will make it safely, but Ray will not travel without some pocket money, and I have not been able to get him out of the house, out of Marion County, for 22 years, and I will do anything for my adopted father to give him a vacation. And I thank you for your support.